Hey there! Welcome back to my set review of Soul Fusion. Today I'm covering the rares of Soul Fusion. Starting it here with Origin Thunder Dragon. Now all the Thunder Dragons have been renamed. I can't remember for the life of me which one this has been renamed to. But what's relevant is that this is one of the unbound ones, because if you look at the effect, if it's sent from the field to the grave or banished, I believe, yeah, you can add any Origin Thunder Dragon from your deck to your hand. So it adds another copy of itself to hand, which is why it's unbound. Thunder Dragons are absurdly good. Discussing the entire deck I'll probably do either a foil or in an entirely different video. Yeah, this card is very strong. Just in general, like, imagine that this wasn't a Thunder Dragon card at all, just searching itself if it's sent to grave for like link material or whatever. Really strong. You can discard it to buff a Thunder by 500, which isn't too relevant, but one of the bigger guys like triggers off of this. Very strong card. Not going to be discussing it in its entirety here. Next up we have Orphegals, which have been renamed to Orcust, like Orchestra, I think. I believe all three of these are rare, these two definitely are. Batching them all up together here anyway. I wish Orphegal was good, it's this close to being good. They're just not enough main deck monsters, like Trinity's and Highlander. If Orphegal get a vanilla, like Mech Knight Avaram was a vanilla, man, these will be really strong. They all have an effect when you banish them from your grave. This one summons a monster from your grave, this one summons from your hand, yeah. And this one summons from your deck. You want to go like Armageddon Knight, mill this, summon another one from the deck, make an Exceed, detach, next turn you can use the one you just attached. Really strong, got this like quick, interesting synergy between them. The other cards let you use their effects on your opponent's turn, I believe, not too relevant. The main problem just being with the deck that they run out of resources really quickly, so you need to back them up with something else. What's cool though is that it's yet another resource that you can use from your graveyard. So if you're playing a deck with Mirage of Nightmare, which hopefully is going to go quite soon, then this is just another thing you can like throw in there. Really cool deck, I like the style, really like the artwork of like some of these. Clock Wyvern, there are things that do better things. If it's normal or special summon, you can halve its attack to get a token. Now it's 1800, which is quite a bit. You can just like bash into something, main phase 2, make a link, do whatever. It's alright. I like how you get it on normal or special summon. If we look at the upgrade to this, which is Phantom Skyblaster. Phantom Skyblaster is only on normal summon, but the big buff here is that you get multiple tokens. Clock Wyvern I would almost consider the same power level. Like, this has got a much higher ceiling, but this is just a more consistent card. Today I played in an online locals, I played Skyblaster and it just didn't have enough attack to do anything. And then when your opponent's got traps that like get rid of, like he had a bottomless trap hole which couldn't kill this, but would have killed whatever I made. You've got all sorts of issues. This gets around some of the issues, I mean bottomless does kill it. But in general having more attack is more useful. On special summon is quite cool. It's also a Cyburst monster which maybe does something at some point, I don't know. One day Cyburst will take over the world, but Clock Wyvern's probably not going to be the card that does that. Gravekeepers. Yeah, unsure about these, like, as long as Necro Valley's banned in Trinity, deck isn't going to be doing much. This is the best one, there are some other ones that they printed. One of them's relevant, I'll try and bring it up now. Gravekeepers, 2 E's and Keeper. Here. It's just a rota for Gravekeepers. It also gives you an extra normal summon. Yeah, I mean, like, rotas are good. This is kind of like a Wolfbark. It's only for level 4s, which kind of sucks. Like, you can summon your Spy face down, flip it next turn, get some advantage. Like, maybe it will do something, but as long as Gravekeepers don't have Necro Valley, like, they're kind of shunned out of the metagame, I think. Despite that, like, they're getting a better resource engine now. Like, Cleric just summoning something else for free, the thing you get for free. Face down monsters generally don't die so much, you're probably going to get their flip effects in Trinity, so like you can start getting more resources like that. I wish this was just any Gravekeepers from your graveyard. Like if you could summon Recruiter and make a Link 2, or like a rank 3 or whatever, that would be kind of cool, but just the way it is right now, not too happy. Token Collector also doesn't seem very good. I think this is a cool sideboard, like it kills all the tokens, and I think tokens can't be summoned. I don't know. You can summon it from your grave if a token's summoned, and if it's special summoned, you pop all the tokens in the field, and then neither player can summon tokens. Obviously, this is against like scapegoats and stuff, and yeah, scapegoat and Gofu are like really powerful cards. Problem with token collector is like scapegoat and Gofu aren't the core of that deck strategy. They're just like the icing on top. Unless you can mill this in preparation for something, it's not really going to be doing anything. It's way too situational to be good. Moving on, we've got a really cool card, Gokipol. Gokabon, I think, is the vanilla it's like referring to. But regardless, it's another really cool insect card. If it's sent to the graveyard by any means, you can Foolish Burial it, you can use it as link fodder, it's a if effect, so it can't miss timing. Add any level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. This is really cool. This is like kind of a much better Scapegoat or Witch of the Black Forest or something. Trigger off anything. The fact that you can like Foolish Burial for this is really cool. This single card gives Insectors, like, it goes from here to like here. Searching like Dragonfly or Hornet off of a Foolish Burial is really strong. You can also use it with, what's it called, Giant Ballpark. Maybe like Insectors will do something with all this insect support, I don't know. Really excited for this card. If you add a vanilla, you can summon it, and then you get to pop a monster your opponent controls with more attack than the vanilla you summoned, which is, like, you generally want to be summoning big vanillas, because if you're playing small vanillas in your deck, like, what are you doing? Yeah, seems alright. It's just extra reach. Like, I'm sure if you're playing Giant Ballpark and Gokapole in your Insector deck or whatever, you might as well play Rescue Rabbit, Unexpected Die, all these vanilla synergies, and then this is just like the extra reach. It's just more options, which is never really a bad thing. And they did it! They finally fucking printed Frightful Patchwork. So happy. Gonna finally actually play this deck. Fluffles weren't actually that bad in Trinity. We haven't really seen them in Cups, but mostly because people were waiting for this card to come out. Yeah, this card's quite good. Add Polymerization and an Edge Imp from your deck to your hand. Like, it's just lots of value, gets you to all your fusion monsters quicker. Frightful Patchwork is a very good card. I don't think it's gonna like break Frightfur or anything. Just Fluffles in general, they were fine, and now they're like much better than fine. So happy this card's come out. Everyone on Reddit is very happy that this card came out as well. We've got Constellation Prize. This is no Constellation Prize. I thought this was a continuous card, like a continuous trap, and then I realised it's not. If a monster's sent from your hand to the graveyard, you can special summon it. Why would you not just play like any Call of the Haunted card to replace this? Like, ugh. It's really, don't play this card. It's one of those things that looks alright and then you realise they're just better versions everywhere. It's meant for dangers or something, but yeah. Galaxy Transfer, is actually quite interesting. So pay 2k, summon a Photon from your grave and a Galaxy with the same level from your deck. And then blah 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 blah. No, that's what it does. You can't summon for the same turn except Photons and Galaxies. It's kind of like a 1-card rank 8. There's new Galaxy cards that I might be talking about in a future video. Click in the description somewhere. And this is just a 1-card, one of those. Galaxy's already like quite good at like the whole rank 8 thing. They've got Galaxy Knight. This guy here. If you control a Photon Galaxy, you can normal summon it, and if you've got Photon Dragon in your grave, you can just summon that. So you have to control a dude, which is kind of new. But it's then like a 1-card rank 8, which is very strong. If you can summon like Felgrand or something, you're doing quite well for yourself. Yeah, I don't think Photons are going to be destroying the meta anytime soon, but this card is really something to look out for. Just 1-card rank 8s are up there on like the power level. Signet Fusion. Yeah, it's probably worse than the trap that I mentioned in the first video of the series in Commons. It's a spell, I guess. It makes the like fusion monster for like Cyburst that we mentioned in that video as well. I guess like if you really want to summon the fusion monster, you can play it. It's also a normal spell, so you can search it with a Keeper of Dragon Magic. This guy. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how good the Cyburst fusions are, but in general, like, it's a solid card. And for the extra monster zone thing, you're probably not going to be having a monster in the extra monster zone when you resolve this, so yeah, it's like a weird miracle fusion, I guess. We've already mentioned these. Last one is the Gravekeeper's fusion. Like, while Necrobelly is on the field, it can't be killed by card effects, which is like the big thing that stops it from dying. Like, there's a Gravekeeper that I'll talk about in the foil episode. That like summons this. You summon this, it summons the other Gravekeeper, and then you can fusion summon straight away. It's alright. Once per turn you can search a card, which is cool, but I think it just dies to too much removal without Necro Valley. Anyway, you'll have to see that card in the next episode, the probably final episode of SOFU. So stay tuned until then. Until then, stay groovy.